Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Today we're gonna be talking about how much space do we actually need in a photography studio.
Yeah.
So we're in a studio right now. As you can see, we actually got a lot of space right here. We haven't shown you guys the studio space yet, so we're actually gonna give you a walkthrough and just give you a look of how much space do you actually need in the studio.
Yeah. So how big it is for our studio right now?
198. So we're gonna measure that right now. So walking in the studio, we got 7.68 meters.
Yes.
By width. I think that's width. Yes. And
length.
And by height.
Height?
Not height, I mean by length. So by length, we actually got more space in the back. If you could walk back. And you got this storage room right here. And we're just gonna measure the length that we have towards this side. So we actually have a 7.8.
No. This
is what? 6.123 meters. So this is actually shorter, but we can actually step back a little bit more towards that side. But normally we try to use like a wider angle and do it that way.
That 7.559.
7.559. Okay, so around 7.5. So I guess we can measure the height also.
Ta-da! 5 meters.
So this 5 meters to the top or
To the ceiling.
to the ceiling?
Yeah.
I thought it's a little bit higher than that. Let's do that again.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
See the dot? Yeah, so it's 5. Okay, so it's 5.
5.
Okay, so let's see. So that's the height. So now we're actually going to talk about how much space do you actually need for photos and videos. So we're just going to demonstrate that at 7 millimeters. And that's Teal right there.
Hi. So you can see for this.
So if you can move around, yeah, just move around, just like, you know. So that's what you get for about a half body portrait length at 70. So not too bad, but when you're trying to go full body, it's gonna be
35 something around. 35.
Yeah, it's gonna be, let's see, around 35.
Yeah.
So if you can walk back again, yeah, so probably about 35. I can go like a little bit closer to 50. And I still have space to move back a little bit right here. So generally, probably at 70 millimeters.
7.5 something around.
I can do a full body shot. So yes. It's not ideal, but at the width, we got all the space for the width. So for video, it's actually pretty nice.
So and then for this kind of length, from here, 5 point something to there, to the door.
So we got enough space for moving around a little bit. Yeah.
And here we can see the camera. You say this is the 15.
50? It's 15?
15. 50.
No, it's 50, right?
50. you will see the full body shots in the screen. And no. And then we're going to 70. Let's see.
70 is probably cropping the view a little bit.
Yeah.
And if you can actually go back to 35.
And the screen sitting like this.
So if you go back to 35, right?
Okay. 35.
So we actually don't use this side a lot because of the lights right up there. It's I think the lights are only 2 meters up on top, so any lights we try to put around this area is gonna interfere with these lights right on top. So try not to have these sorts of light right on top of you. Try to have like some of the lights right there instead. That's like way on top and don't take as much space. And normally the paper are 2.7 meters, the widest, and it's generally enough for that angle, for that camera angle right there.
So right over there, camera angle from
For the full
here
body
to-
shot, right?
From there, camera's right over there. From there to here, Ken's here.
Yep, so right here,
Right over
and probably gonna have enough angle, okay. And then that's it for the width.
And what else?
What else?
For studio, we need the light stand. Those kind of mega stand, like a boom arm stand, and some of the other like this kind, the lighting stand, small stands. And this one is the Manfrotto 05AB tripod stand.
So these actually take up space. You can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably 7 to 10 just laying around the area. We're actually moving our studio soon, so we just have things just laying around. But you can see that we actually do need space for these kinds of lighting stands and tripod. And you can see how much space they take up. It's about 1 meter to 1.5 meters in diameter. So just think about how much space these lighting stands are gonna take up. And with height, this one's the 078 what?
Yeah,
078 NWB or something like that, right?
No. 087 NWB.
Right.
That's
And to right here is 2 meters, right?
yes.
It's 2 meters. So
1.8.
think about how much
1.8.
space you need with the height. Generally, I would say at least 4 meters. 4 meters would be like the minimum to go. Since you can see like even the small stands, they normally go up to 3 meters, 2.8. Some of the C stands and the normal stands, they go up to 2.8 meters. So if you're thinking about like 4 meters, that would be generally the best to have. And this boom arm, I mean this, let's see how like it's unlocked, right? So if I just turn this, you can
Cranking
see
that up.
how high it can go. Skin is stiff. It's all unlocked, right? It's getting quite heavy. I think that it's because of the boom arm, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's always better to have these kinds of like crank up stand, since it's still nicer if you have you just like, you know, hold it up. It's getting so heavy for some reason.
Let me do it.
I think it's almost at the top, right?
No,
I think there's still a long way to go.
Almost there.
Yeah,
Almost there.
it's getting too heavy.
So we're turning that up. You see how high it is. It's like, oh, I'm not sure. More higher, but it doesn't work. It's really heavy.
So I think that's like, that's not the maximum you can go, but you get the point. I guess it's almost at the top. So you generally don't need like, you know,
This kind of high.
yeah, probably 4 meters.
4
Right?
meters, that's good enough for.
The other thing
for
we
the
don't
fruit.
have right now, well, we don't have like out here right now is this screen. So with these kind of height, like 4 meters, you can like have a screen like this, lay flat, and then just have a light shooting down.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's tea time.
Right, afternoon tea time,
Afternoon
right?
tea time. So what we got? 2 sandwich and 3 drink.
But you got 2 drinks.
3. I got 2 of them. So we got 1 of them. We got 1 of this.
So how much is that in total? I think like
76 RMB. 76 RMB included tax, etc. No tax in China actually. Actually for those food kinds.
And we also got these 2 storage room right here. So this one is filled up with cargo boxes right now since we are moving, and all these chairs and stuff is probably gonna be packed into these boxes. And we also have this main storage space. You can see that there's a safe right here. It's actually not too safe.
Yeah.
The safe is actually not too safe. And but just for the looks, right? It's actually pretty heavy, but other than that, that's it. So we have these couple Pelican cases right here, and this what do they call it? The little mini truck or just holding things. It's actually pretty useful. Besides the fact that this particular one is pretty bad, but just for putting the laptop right here. And using it outside is pretty useful. So consider that. And a couple longer cases right here to fill up light stands and things like that. And generally it's pretty messy here with some organization. I think we'll need much less space, probably just in a corner or so. And these shelves right here, we don't really need. We can just pack up all these things in the future into these boxes right here. And also these shelves, we also don't need. It's a little bit of this couple case right here and right here. And there's a trolley right there. So you can see a lot of things we actually don't need. So you can actually see a lot of things that we actually don't need with some organized, with some of the, after organizing some of the things, we actually need less space, so use the space well.
So conclusion, how big we need for one of the photography studios?
5 by
4 meters high
by what?
by meter.
By what?
By meter.
Yeah, 4 meters high,
High.
and then
And
how much
times the length would be 6.
so 4 meters high and
Yeah.
length by around 6 meters.
6 meter.
Or
and
even to be honest, I think like 4 meters high and then by 4 to 5 meters. Because since one of these like wallpapers right there, the tallest wallpaper they have, who makes them again?
Similar paper.
No, who makes those papers again? Those 2.7 meters right there. I forgot the name of the company.
Superior.
Right, Superior.
Superior.
Those kind of
Or
paper
Savage.
or Avengers, right? They're
Yeah.
2.72 meters.
Yes.
And so I guess probably 4 meters by width. 4 to 5, right? Let's say 4 to 5, right? 4 meters
that's-
height and 4 meters, 4 to 5 meters width for
And
both
length.
photos and videos, I guess.
Yes.
And 我8by by length, like right here.
That's the storage room from here to my point.
So how many meters is that?
That was 7 something, 7.5.
So yeah, so length-wise, you probably need like 7.5
To here, to my spot, right?
so
Over
7.5.
here. 对, yes.
So yeah, so I guess you probably need a little bit more length instead of width. Width-wise, I guess every room has probably 4 meters by width, but length-wise and height-wise is probably something you should look for. So that's pretty much it, right?
Ta-da!
So hope you find the studio space that you need, and we're actually moving soon too. So the
Yeah,
new space,
so-
we're really looking forward to. You're looking forward to a new space.
So for when we finish the decoration, that kind of thing, we will do another room tour for our new studio. Okay, YouTube. Bye. Subscribe our channel right over there. I'm not sure which rapper.
No, it's not gonna be anywhere.